this one's worth watching, and we have big news in this game. There's no doubt about it. There is news in this game, certainly tonight. We have pretty big line move because there are some injuries now. I say it's not any of the stars, but it is, some key personnel that will be out here for the Aces tonight. They definitely have some injuries here, which has caused the line to go up. And maybe the fact that the Liberty won a game as well is maybe, but there were some look aheads uh, right out of the gate that were considerably lower than this. And I don't know if it was a matter of, you know, the injury report that contributed to it, or just maybe a little bit of confidence now for the Liberty getting a victory. And it was a night a good victory, right? I mean, impressive victory, but having a couple injuries here tonight, the line is now increased up to 6, and that's significant because that's you know we don't see the Aces getting this type of number. Now, let me see here. I do want to check to get the exact. All right, here we go. Yeah, so Stokes is out with a foot injury, and Gray is out with a foot injury as well. So those two key injuries have helped the Liberty take maybe an adjustment here, but that's basically two key. So you still have Plum, you still have Asia Wilson, you still have Jackie Young, so that's all fine. But you do when you're taking out basically two starters out of the lineup for the Aces tonight, you know, not the super like if you had to put them all, line them up 1 to 5, you basically have number 4 and number 5 out, right? As far as the best players on the Aces. And I think one thing is key, is that the Liberty got that win, a lot of momentum with that win, and they proved they are indeed after losing two and not really looking that good. Ray says go under. Solo says go under. I mean, why wouldn't you go under? I mean, after what we saw in the last game, I regret. I mean, I don't regret. I mean, we gave out the Liberty here on the show. Frederick says go under, and I don't know how you guys played it, but when they got to halftime and the game was on pace for the total, like right on pace, but I mean, the second half is going to go lower, and the second half line reflected, right? They didn't, duplicate. They anticipated that, like in most WNBA games, that the score would be lower in the second half. But I wasn't worried about that. I went in pocket second half under, and that's going to be a good way to look again today. I would think too. Whatever happens in the first half. Um, but at 169, is that still the line? I mean, it feels like uh, like we're really getting a bit like it feels like a bargain. So I will say this, maybe the Sharps saw that number, and I don't think it reached 6.5. Let me take a peek here, but um, there was yeah, okay, so there was a 7 out there at one point at Bet Online, but reportedly the Sharps came in. The reported steam is on the Aces here. But you know what they say about Sharps? They play numbers, not teams. So Sharps don't look at injury reports. I guess they're just like, well, uh, Aces taking +7, +6, whatever it was. But I don't feel like that. I feel like Um, well, I feel like the Aces will win it. I think that this league, at least right now in this series, like home team dominated. They'll go back to Vegas, and the Aces will win, whether or not they have a full lineup or not. I feel like the Aces will win, but I think it will be a 5 game series. I'm not saying we'll win this game. I think the Liberty wins this game, and I think they will. Uh, I think they'll probably cover. I'm giving out the under. I mean, that's my strongest play. I feel like the way these games are playing. The days of the Aces. Terrell says it right here. Right, they know what to do. Look, if the one thing about um, Courtney and Sabrina, we're on a first name basis, is that they know what they're doing out there running the show. I mean, they're two very good guards, and hey, uh, I've had criticisms that all season long of both their play defensively, and they have turned it around from what I can, from what I can see. I know there's some guys out here uh, doing a little more, Oh, Terrell, I didn't even notice it. Let me see. The Liberty knows that slowing the pace gives them works in their. Terrell, you don't worry about that. I read right through it. We don't worry about that stuff on here, right? I used to be that grammar. I used to be the grammar police, but as we've gotten older and the way like texting works and everything, but isn't I don't worry about that anymore. I just read right through it, and you don't even know anymore what a real word is half the time. And the one thing about they didn't teach in the in school is that the language is ever changing, right? I mean, you say something is spelled wrong. Well, is it? If everyone starts spelling it a different way, like some of these acronyms, or even the way they, right? How about the word though when you're typing, like in your, one day people will just put THO. I'm sure in 20, 25 years, everybody will just say THO, for though. Like, oh, Londo, thank you. We'll look at those right now because we'll wrap up the play here with the under in this game. Aces and Liberty. That's my. Like I said, they don't even allow me to sell WNBA anymore because we're just too strong on the site. Maybe they feel like I'm running up the score a little bit. So it doesn't feel like wasn't that successful a season, but we had our share of winners. And anyways, I'm just teasing. It didn't really sell them. Nobody wants to buy WNBA winning picks. They all know they all have the cheat sheet. They all have the script. And the script tonight for me says that, yeah, this game, I would imagine the same exact type of thing. It'll be fine in the first half. It may even go over in the first half. And then the second half, it'll slow down. The pressure will be on. And that'll be, that'll be what slows it down in the end. And, you know, Gray and Stokes, those are, contributors. The Aces are such a complete group. They will be missing points here. You can pick it up with their bench, no doubt about it. But all right, that's a big game, but we may have one more if the Aces do not win. And